Today's talk is synchronized with the membership campaign because I am going to talk about will become our new web portal for the club. Now, like all of the free websites that one gets, you often get what you pay for. Now, when it comes to Easy Speak, there are many terrific features that I hope I will convince you are worth doing, and it has a few quirks. Now, the biggest quirk that it has to do with getting online. And before I go any further, you should have a handout in front of you called Easy Speak Common Tasks. I have summarized what I'm going to talk about during the speech, so you can either take notes and you don't have to worry about remembering it all, or just notice what I have here. So I'm going to talk about getting logged on, which is the single hardest task with this. And once you're on, it is a little confusing, and I hope to clear through all of that clutter. I'm going to talk about completing your profile, which will give you the opportunity to tweak some of the things that you may or may not like, and most importantly, some of the common tasks associated with the meeting. And this is one of the main reasons why I think that this is going to be good software to use. Now, let's talk about getting logged on. This software requires a username, and as the site administrator, I'm the one who gives that username. It has to be unique amongst all members worldwide of this software, and it cannot contain the last name of any member. So that's a bit of a constraint. So many of you have had difficulty getting logged in to begin with. So here is what happens. Here's how you do it. You come and say, well, okay, now I'm logging in for the first time. You click, I forgot my password, because if you're doing it for the first time, you presumably don't know what it is. And it brings you up with this screen in which you're asked to present your username. Now, what is my username? Ask me and I'll tell you, because I'm the one who entered it. My standard template is your first name all in lowercase and your last name initial. Sometimes I can't do that. So it's going to be something else, and if you don't know what it is, ask me. In my case, it's Arnie B. And then you give your email. And you click submit. And what will happen is they will send you an email and send it to your address. So let me see if I can show you what happens when that comes. Unfortunately, come on. Okay, so this is the email it just sent me. All right, so to activate it, I click here, and it logs me on, I think. Now, use the password that was created, excuse me. All right, yeah, see, it logged me on. Now, the very next thing to do is to, come on, it's not. Now, the very first thing to do is go to your profile. I'm going to switch to a club member view. Okay, on the upper right is the profile. So click profile, and it will bring up a tabbed box here in which one of the things, and I just discovered this recently, is you can actually change your username to something that you like better. So if you don't like the one I've assigned, you can change it to something else. The constraint remains. If you try to change it to something that has your last name in it, it won't let you. However, so yeah, here. Now this is where you need to change your password. So let me try to get back to what it is. The best way I've found to do this is to, here's the password. You see it down here? Just copy it and paste it in here, and then add whatever password you want, and click save. You can also, and then if you remember your password, then that's the last time you'll be able to, you'll have to do it. And it grinds and whirs and then takes you back here. Now, completing the profile. One of the things you can do is you can change your avatar. So over here with images, this is, some of you may remember Rochelle's pirate-themed one. However, you can browse from, okay, so here's a slightly less piratey picture. You just browse to a small image, it grinds in words and updates you there. So you can update all of those things. Again, that's profile, profile. Now, let's talk about meetings. Under the meeting tab, we can let's go to the last meeting. Actually, this is the last meeting but up until a few minutes ago, this was the next meeting. So here's today's meeting. Now, one of the big benefits, I'm going to go to the next meeting just to kind of show you. Now, here's one of the big benefits. You can go to this and click on whether you will attend or not. That will inform the Toastmaster that even if you don't have a role, you would be available because you're attending. On the other hand, down here we see that some roles have already been taken, but you can sign up for a role simply by clicking on this. So if I wanted to be Toastmaster next week, I think one is assigned, but we'll work on that. But if I wanted to be the humorist, I could simply click on this, and in fact, I'll do that. Okay, so I just volunteered to be humorist, and then when you do that, so there I am. And you can navigate to the next meeting. Now the meeting, let's see, the next meeting is the 6th here. Let me see if unfortunately, I want to find one that hasn't been assigned. Okay, so here's well, that's going to be set up. So, all right, now let me. I'm running out of time here, so come on. Here you go. Okay, just finally, up here, on the right are a whole bunch of things. So you can sign up for a meeting by, yeah, your other right. You can request a speech by clicking here. You can view your speech progress. You can see what speeches you've done. This is very useful to see where you are in this. And I have a whole bunch of things, a whole bunch of stuff, as you can see. Finally, you can email the Toastmaster, the General Evaluator, the President, the Vice President of Education, the Treasurer, or you can simply contact other members. So when you click on this, we get a list of all the different members, and off to the right is a link where we can simply send someone an email by clicking on this. So you don't have to remember their email.
Or copy it and use it.
Or copy it and paste it or whatever. So you can contact all the members, some of the members, whatever you want without having to remember any of this stuff. So once you get logged in, this is a very valuable asset. And as Toastmaster, I think that this will cut down on the number of emails that will have to be sent out. So as a member, you can go in, you can register here. The Toastmaster can go and see who is confirmed and you're confirming all the assignments. So I think that this is going to be very valuable software. And I'm a Toastmaster.